Hello and welcome to GameRules.com. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the newest card game from Hasbro, Piggy Piggy. This is a set collection card game for 2 to 8 players in which you are trying to get the most cards in a suit, a color. That way you can control the pig that matches that color, and when you have that pig, you will earn points for that suit. Let's dive in and see what this game is all about. Out of the box, you will get an instruction pamphlet, a 108 card deck, and 5 piggy tokens. There are 5 different types of food in the game. We have ice cream, sushi, tacos, french fries, and donuts. And those foods are correlated with the color. So donuts are blue, fries are red, tacos are yellow, sushi's black, and ice cream is pink. Also, each card has a value at the top, ranging from 1 to 3. And the value becomes important when determining who has majority control over a color or food type. We'll see how that works here in a moment. The deck also has goat cards, and goat cards will allow you to remove food cards from an opponent's layout. We'll also see how that works here momentarily. To set up the game, shuffle the deck and deal 5 cards to each player. Place the rest of the deck face down to form a draw pile. Be sure to leave room for a discard pile, and place all the piggy tokens in the center of the table. We'll play that the player here at the bottom of the screen goes first. On a player's turn, they will do 4 things. They will play cards, steal pigs, draw cards, and score points. So for the first step, playing cards, you will choose one card type and play every copy you have of that type. So our first player here has 4 different types of food cards and 1 of each type, so they can only play 1 card here max. Let's say they go ahead and pick ice cream, the pink color, so they play that card to their layout. Remember, your hand will be kept secret, but your layout cards, your cards that are put down on the table, will be visible to your opponents. Players may also play as many goat cards as they want on their turn, regardless of whether or not they play a food type. Goat cards allow you to steal 1 food card from an opponent. Well, none of this player's opponents have any food cards out yet, so there's no reason to play that goat. A player may play as many goats as they want during this phase of their turn. After playing cards, it's time to steal pigs. If at that point you have the most of any food type on the table, you get to steal the pig for that food type. So here our player has 2 ice cream cones. Nobody else has any ice cream cones, so they have the most. They get to take the pink pig. Put the pig that you steal on top of that matching food type. The pink pig goes on the pink cards. If you steal the pig from another player, they have to discard all cards of that color. So if the pink pig were to come from player 2, they would have to discard all of their pink cards that are in their layout. And if at the end of playing your cards to the table, there's a tie for most of that food type, you do not steal the pig. After drawing back up to 5, the final phase is to score points. You can only earn points for the pigs that you have in your possession. Right now, our player has control of the pink pig, so they can score points for pink cards. You look at the cards you drew, and if you drew cards of the color that you have control of, those cards are put into a point pile. So first you show your opponents that you picked up a card of the pile you control, and you place it face down. This player now has 1 point. Point cards cannot be stolen and discarded by goat cards. Once you have a point in your point pile, it is there for the entire game. It's important to remember that you can only score with the cards you just drew. Scoring points is the final phase of your turn. Once that phase is complete, play passes left. Notice that our player has 4 cards in hand. They will end their turn with only 4 cards, and that is perfectly okay. Play like this will continue until one player has 8 points, and that player is the winner. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few more turns. Player 2 is going to go ahead and play all of their red cards to the table. They now have the most points in red, so they take the red pig and put it on their pile. Next, they will draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they will score any cards that they pulled in red because they have control of the red pig. They pulled 2 red cards from the draw pile, so they put those face down in their point pile. Player 2 now has 2 points. That ends their turn. Player 3 now goes. They are going to play their sushi cards, the black cards, to the table. They now have control of that pig, so they'll take it. They draw 2 cards. They drew a black card, so they get 1 point. And here we are back at player 1. They are going to play yellow. No one has control of yellow yet, so they're going to go ahead and grab that pig. And I guess it was a smarter decision for them to play yellow than blue, because that gives them 2 tacos, gives them a little bit more control than just the 1 blue. And they're going to save their goat for a future turn. They're going to draw back up to 5, so they take 2 cards. Even though they only played 1 card, they still get to draw 2 because you have to draw back up to 5 cards. They drew a pink card. They have control of the pink pig, so they score a point. And that ends their turn. Let's go ahead and do one more round. Player 2 is, let's see here, they got 2. Oh, player 2 has 3 tacos. So they're going to play this, which gives them the most tacos on the table. They get to steal the yellow pig. They stole the pig from a player. That player must discard all of the cards of that color. Now they will draw 3 cards to get back up to 5. 1, 2, 3. They get to score their yellow because they have control of yellow. And they get to score the red they drew because they have control of red. They now have 4 points. And that ends their turn. Player 3 is going to play the blue pigs. Take control of the blue pig. And then draw 3 cards to get back up to 5. 1, 2, 3. They drew a black card, so they can score it. They now have 2 points. And that's the gist of Piggy Piggy. Play like that will continue, like I said, until 8 points have been earned by a player. The first player to do that wins the game. And that's how to play Piggy Piggy. So this is a really fun little set collection card game. Not one that I think will ever be taken too seriously, but it is fun nonetheless. It does have some of that take that action, which a lot of people do not like. But if you're into games like Uno, you're going to enjoy this one too. It definitely is right up my alley for what I like to play. If you'd like to see how to play more card games, I've got a playlist for you right here. And if you found this video helpful, please think about subscribing, ringing the bell, giving the video a thumbs up, and leaving a comment down below. All of those things really help us out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on playing.